Ever got your medical laboratory test result and then you stare at it like, oh my god, what are all these big grammars? Let me break down some medical laboratory terminologies for you so that next time you'll be able to understand your medical laboratory result like a pro. Let's go. The first one is sample. This is also called specimen. This is what we work on in the medical laboratory. It could be what you give to us like urine or stool, or what we collect from your body like blood. Other examples include discharge from the nose, eye, or any other parts of the body, etc. There is reference range, also known as reference value. This is what your result is compared to. Now, there is lower limit of a reference range, there is upper limit of a reference range. If your result is below the lower limit of a particular reference range, it requires further investigation. If it is higher than the upper limit of a particular reference range, it requires further investigation. However, if your result is within the reference range, between this and that, then we can say you are okay and say your result is normal. CBC, also known as FBC. CBC is complete blood count. FBC is full blood count. The name implies it tells us the full details of what is happening in your blood system. White blood cell, which help you to fight infection. PCV, which tells us volume of blood that you have. Hemoglobin, which is a protein that helps your blood to transport oxygen. We also have platelets, which helps you to control excess bleeding by forming clots. The next one is FBS. This is fasting blood sugar. This tells us the sugar value in your blood after a fasting period of 8 to 12 hours. It requires you to fast for a period of 8 to 12 hours before we do this particular test. There is a similar one known as RBS, that is random blood sugar. Like the name implies, can be done randomly at any time of the day. It does not require you to fast. Then we have LFT and RFT. LFT is liver function test. It tells us how well your liver is functioning. And RFT, also known as KFT, kidney function test or renal function test, tells us how well your kidneys are functioning. Oh, you saw UA in your result and you're wondering which one is UA in. It simply means urine analysis, put together urinalysis. It tells us if you have protein in your urine, blood in your urine, leukocyte in your urine, nitrite in your urine, etc. It also tells us the specific gravity in your urine and tells us the pH of your urine, which could be acidic or alkalinic. Are you wondering what MCS stands for? Let me tell you. It simply means microscopy, culture, and sensitivity. This test basically tells us the particular bacteria that is disturbing you and tells us the specific antibiotics that when you take it according to prescription, it will work well for you and you will become fine. And serological investigations. This checks for infections like HIV, hepatitis B and C, syphilis, can also be written as VDRL, etc. There is what we call electrolytes. Now, this test is done to check electrolytes like sodium and potassium in your body. Electrolytes are minerals in your body that helps you to control certain functions. And now we have ESRO, that is erythrocyte sedimentation rate. Simple terms, this test tells us how your blood drops in 1 hour. And we are through with sample collection. We have collected the specimen for the test and we tell you your TAT is 24 hours or is 3 days. And you're wondering which one is TAT. It simply means turn around time. This is the time it takes for your result to be ready. And then we may tell you that your TAT has increased because QC did not pass. What it simply means is that the turnaround time for this particular test has increased because quality control did not pass. Quality control are what the medical laboratory puts in place to ensure that you get accurate results. Every day we work in the medical laboratory, we must ensure that QC passes. If quality control does not pass, we cannot do anything. Quality control helps us to get accurate results. So if we tell you that your TAT has increased because QC did not pass, it simply means that everything that we need to put in place in the medical laboratory has not passed. So your TAT will increase. I hope this video was helpful. Next time you go to the medical laboratory for one investigation or the other and then we write big grammars for you, please do well to ask questions. We are there for you. We are there to serve you and we are there to make you have a healthy life. You see your result and there are big grammars, kindly ask questions. You paid for that investigation and it is your right for you to understand in simple terms what a particular investigation means. Thank you and see you in my next video. Bye.